guys, I'm Pizza Jimmy and we are back with some more Naruto online, and today we're going to be doing how to build a water main team today. So what characters you should use in the beginning of the game, and what characters you should use in the middle, and what characters you should go for towards the later stage in the game. It's basically I'm remaking this video from a year ago, or a year or two ago, around probably like almost 2 years ago. Guide video, so to help some of you new players out if you not sure on what characters you should use in the beginning and what characters you should start to go for in the later games. Before we start this, click that link up there, check out the previous guide videos that I posted of Fire Main and Wind Main if you guys would like to see how to build a team for them. And also check out my reaction channel, the link will be up there as well, which I have been watching My Hero Academia over there if you guys would like to go subscribe to my reaction channel. So let's get right into this. So like always, you guys start off with these three characters right here. These three characters, like I always say in each video, these are still a good team for the beginning and a little bit of the mid game, just a little bit. You can use these teams, but like I always say, it starts to become time to start to replace these characters. And with Water Main, there's a lot of different teams you can do, because in my opinion, Water Main is one of the strongest mains because of some of her abilities she has, which is this Shark Bomb here that critical hits and has critical hit injury, and this right here that chaoses people when they get critical hit, and Poison Tie right here, which poison people from your team attacking them. Units in your lineup uses their taijutsu will also poison. So if one of your units in your team use taijutsu on anybody on their team, they get poisoned. So these three abilities right there make Water Main so good. Also this too, Chakra Blade, because this critical hits as well. So Water Main is, to me, is one of the strongest mains. So there's so many annoying teams you can make with her. So we're gonna start with the beginning. Teams that you can make that I suggest you use when you're starting out is definitely getting Kimimaro on your team. Kimimaro with Water Main works perfectly together, because when Kimimaro takes damage, she heals him. She can heal him, and when he takes damage, he gains attack and he gains defense and a resistance. And if she's constantly hitting him, he's gonna get so tanky that it's almost impossible to kill him, because he's just so tanky. And plus he blocks standard attacks. He has a chance of blocking standard attacks, so if somebody attacks him, he has a chance of just straight up blocking it and taking really no damage at all. And I think that also counts as him getting attacked, so his defense and resistance will go up even though he blocked it and stuff like that. So you can make him super tanky. You can do something like this if you take out Naruto. Even you can keep Naruto too, because Naruto is pretty tanky as well. You can take out Naruto and you can put in, where is he? Kimimaro and Kidoomaro. I think that's his name. Kidoomaro. Yeah, Kidoomaro. These two are so tanky if you just keep healing them up. You have to keep Sakura on your team as well. You don't have to, but I'm saying you keep another healer on your team, and you will be able to heal them while they take damage. And when you unlock this ability, Poison Tie here, this one, when your team attacks them, which Kimimaro and Kidoomaro, when they attack your opponent's team, it will apply poison to them. And since they will be taking poison damage, you will take damage, and you will just heal them back up, and you can just do that to them through the whole game. You can stall them out, win by round 10, or you can even, probably end up beating them with poison. And if you want to replace Sakura, the best person to replace Sakura with is Kabuto. Works perfectly with Curse Mark Ninjas, when he also damages his Curse Mark Ninjas, and when they get damaged, like I said, they increases their defense. He damaged them on purpose, just a little bit of damage, and he also heals them as well. So it's like twice the rate their defense and resistance is going up, because Kabuto is also hitting them, and then the enemy team is also hitting them. And then you have two healers to heal them back up, and then you have poison on your team, and you can poison them, and then you can just make the combo fit. And you can also put this on as well. Put Shark Bomb. If you don't want to use healing, put Shark Bomb, but I'll probably just not. Definitely use Chakra Blade and use these. This right here with this team will be super annoying because you have chaos. If you chase knockdown to high float, you'll critical hit, which I will move him here. Kimimaro causes high float to repulse. If you can get the gold frog, I recommend getting the gold frog, but if you can, you can just get the one regular frog, the purple frog, which Kimimaro would, you should put him in the first slot. He'll do high float to repulse. It'll go repulse to knockdown, and then he'll use water mains knockdown to high float, and then it will freaking chaos the opponent because he takes critical hit damage. That person will get chaos plus poison because he's been getting attacked, and then it'll go high float to repulse, which will apply more poison. If you don't know, poison stacks on each other. You can stack poison and make it stronger and stronger so they take more and more damage. I think it relies on resistance, so they don't have as much resistance. I think the more damage they take to poison. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's how it works. So you can do that, and then he would do high flow to repulse, where the combo would end. But if, like I said, if you have the gold frog, it'll do repulse to knockdown to again, and then it'll do Kabuto's ability, which do knockdown to high float and damage the opponent. So right here is a really great team you can use for water main in the beginning, because most people ain't gonna be able to kill Kimimaro and Kishimaru in the beginning of the game, and you have poison, and you have healing, and you have CC on your team with water main, and these two just get so tanky, they just impossible to kill. Other teams you can use with water main in the beginning is Haku. Haku goes perfect with water main in the beginning because she buffs water. She has a barrier she can put up. She buffs water ninjas with 40% attack and ninjutsu, as you see there. Haku can't kill people, but Haku does do a lot of damage early game. If you can buff her with water main, you can give her like this ability, or you can keep this. It doesn't really matter. They're all good. You can give her this to enhance her, and then you can put another beginner water character. If you can get Kisame is really good. He takes away chakra, he does shark bomb, he does a lot of damage, he acupunctures, he chases repulse to low float. If you get him, I recommend getting Kisame. I think you can get him out of the collection, or you can get him out of the shop as well. You can easily get him in the shop over here. Let me show you real quick. As you see here, Kisame is right there. You can get his frags with just group points. You can get Kisame right here if you would like to get him. And then you can add in regular Zabuza, which is pretty okay. He attacks, I think he attacks twice. Does he attack twice? No, if he kills an opponent, he can attack a second time, an extra stack if he kills him with a standard attack. He chases low float to repulse. He also summons a clone onto the field, and he blinds the other targets. So if in the beginning of the game, blind is a little bit more effective than late game. Blind ain't really that serious late game. In the beginning, blind, unless somebody has a heal, they really can't take it off. It's not that many characters that will have an immunity. Blind is okay. It's not great, and it's not like the greatest CC, but it stops them from standard attacking you for one round. So Zabuza can put blind, or you can take Zabuza out and you could put in Sai. Sai is pretty okay. He summons clones with his mystery. He chases knockdown to repulse. When he has, two clones on the field, he'll do high float standard attack instead of his knockdown, and he's good to have clones on the field to block multiple standard attacks. This is an okay team you can use as well, because you buff up them with waters, the barrier and water main, or you can even just go back to CC and the poison way, and you just keep applying poison, but just use it with this team as well, because they also apply poison. Another team you can try to use with water main, which I actually saw this team yesterday. They went against me in Monster. They had a lot of battle power, but they was using a beginner team, somewhat beginner team, which had this guy. You'll be able to get this guy out of the Kage treasure. When you're gonna have to pull in the Kage treasure anyway to get some of the good characters that you need for water main anyway. But eventually you'll get this guy. They had him. They had Kurenai, and they had Hinata. This is the team they was using. I lost to this team because I couldn't do anything. Every time this person, like on the field, he puts on the field a puppet, and if you don't destroy that puppet, you get chaos. And he also can chaos people with his mystery. He will just select a target and chaos them. And they had Breakthrough Kurenai, which I recommend you break through Kurenai. which she also chaoses when she standard attacks. If she standard attacks a person and it, you know, chases, she'll chaos them. If she chases, it'll chaos them. And then they had water main. Like I said, if you put on this and that and shark bomb, you can keep the poison on, or you can put a clone, either one you choose. I was constantly getting chaosed. I couldn't do anything. Shark bomb also takes away chakra, so they can't do anything. She acupunctures and she blocks. And I was basically, my whole team was just locked down and I couldn't do anything. So if you were able to get this guy sooner, he will work in mid game as well, a little bit of mid game. You can have a freaking chaos team. You could just be chaosing people and they can't even attack you back. But I'm guessing you can replace that guy with Eno, because they're both in the same clan. They both does, you know, they both chaos somebody with his mystery. But the only thing, Eno just can't, she doesn't put a puppet on the field that if they don't destroy the puppet, they instantly get chaos. So she kind of weak to that part. If you don't want her, maybe you could put someone else in. Maybe you could put like a Neji for more acupuncture, something like that. Or you can even put Shikamaru, which immobiles. He also chases knockdown. So if the combo ends in a knockdown, he'll chase with immobile. Or you can use as a mystery, which immobiles people as well. You can have a CC team and just CC lockdown people. Here's another team you can use that in the beginning of the game that was like the Kimimaro team, but it's kind of different, which is Choji, Sakon, Kabuto. If you don't want to use Kimimaro or Kushimaru, you can replace one of them with Kimimaro on your team. You can replace one of them, or you can just use this team, which every time Choji heals, he gains attack. So he also heals himself. He'll eat chips and he'll heal himself. Or you can heal him with water main, or you can heal him with Kabuto, and he'll gain standard attack. And same thing with Kirumaru, except when he gets attacked, his taijutsu go up, and you can just keep healing them. And Kabuto hurts Kirumaru, or not Kirumaru, what's his name? Sakon. He hurts Sakon and makes his attack go up as well, which will make him. This is a less tanky version, but their attack starts to go up higher and higher, and they'll do more damage the higher it gets. And Takon gets attacked, I think, twice per round, because you know Takon's 2 people. Choji attacks 3 units in the front row, so you can attack multiple people with Choji. Or you could replace Sakon and put Kimimaro if you want to tank, or replace Choji if you want to tank. Choji is a tank, but he's not that tanky. Like, he's tanky, but he's not tanky. You know, he can be. So that is some of the characters you can use in the beginning of the game. Let's talk about some of the characters you can use in the mid game. In the mid game, I suggest you go for Fuguki right here. He's only 10 seal scrolls. You can get him easily if you pull in that treasure once you unlock it. And with Fuguki, you can make some awesome 10-hit combo teams, which I recommend trying to get. You should be getting Salamander for free, which he does 20-hit combo, and he's in a 3v3. So if this is in the future, hopefully he still comes up with 3v3s, and I recommend trying to get his frags because he does a 20-hit combo chase. Or I recommend pulling in the treasure to get 10-10, and she's also good. And you can do a 30-hit combo team or 10-hit combo team or whatever, where you could put this right here, that, and you could get your chameleon. Or if you have King of Hell, which I doubt you'll have because he's hard to get, you can use that. You can use Poison Tie, and you can use this as well, and you can have a chance of trying to chaos somebody. You can keep Shark Bomb on for backup, and you can just chase 10-hit combo here. When he uses his mystery, he creates an 8-hit combo, but it actually creates all the way up to like 30-hit combo. And then all these people will chase. He will do 20 damage, ignite 3 people. She will do 10 damage and paralyze 2 people. And you will put poison down, chases 10 times, and then chase 10 times, and you'll be applying poison to everybody. So this is a 10-hit combo team you can use once you get Fuguki. But once you get Fuguki, you can make any 10-hit combo team. You just have to pick a character, what character you want. So all these characters here, let's say you don't even have those characters and you have Fuguki, you can use her. And you can use Sasuke, which Sasuke is awesome, which I recommend breakthrough him as well. You can get an extra 10-hit combo chase on on your ability. I think there's a 10 hit combo one, which I have, and then there's a 30 hit combo one you could also use. This will also chase. You apply poison, you will apply ignition still, and you do a lot of damage with your lightning chase, and same thing with, you know, when water mains chases. Also, I recommend getting out of the Kage treasure, out of the Jinchuriki treasure. I think it's Jinchuriki 1 treasure. Yaguro is an awesome 10 hit combo chase as well. He helps extend your 10 hit combo to get it pretty higher. If you're not using Fuguki, like if you don't have Fuguki on your team and you need to extend your combo 10 hit combo chase, he actually gets your 10 hit combo chase pretty darn high. Let's say you have, I don't know, 10-10 on your team. Her mystery doesn't get it pretty high, but no. Let's go with this character. She can get your 10 hit combo chase. This is mid game. If you pull it into Jinchuriki treasure, which I do recommend, it costs 210 to get everybody out of that treasure. Her standard attack will get 10 hit combo, which his would at least get you up to 20 hit combo, which hers will go off. Or you still have these two 10 hit combos to go off to get you up to 20 hit combo, which her standard attack is awesome. And then you can get somebody with another 20 hit combo. Or if you pull in the treasure that has these two characters, if you use 210, you would get Roshi, and then you can just use this straight up team. The Roshi treasure, you could just use that team of all the good characters that's in there, which she will get. Let's put her in the second slot. She will get the 10 hit combo, and the rest of them will get you to a 30 hit combo, which he will use his 30 hit combo with ignites, hits up to 4 people, which is awesome. But if you didn't pull that many, you got lucky and got free draws of these characters, I guess you can use a combo Itachi if you're able to get him. You might have to spend coupons to get him, but he's not that expensive. And he can also replace Roshi. He also does ignition and hits up to 4 people. I'm glad they give out him in 3v3 because he also does ignition and hits up to 3 people as well. You could also use 100 Puppet Sasori, which only hits 2 people with 10 hit combo and ignition, but he also puts a lot of puppets up that actually their standard attack does poison damage. If you would like to use him, there's all these different characters that does hit 10 hit combos that you can use once you get towards the mid game if you want to get that character. Another character I recommend, or another team I recommend using, which was one of the best water teams, and some people still use the water team, which is Mei, Great Ninja Warrior Tenten, and Mabui. This team right here, people still use this team. Mei buffs up the water because 2 of them are water. She buffs up fire, but she's not fire. So these 2 get buffed up, Water Main and Tenten. She also gives shields to water types, so all of them and lightning types will get a shield. First round, she gets you to 60 chakra, which allows you to use Tenten's mystery, which does a lot of damage in the first round. You can put on maybe this to buff up Tenten so she'll do more damage, and keep Poison Tie on so you can do some poison damage as well as she does that. You can put this on to chase 10 hit combo, or you can make them chase, which she causes knockdown. She'll do knockdown to knockdown, knockdown to low float from Mei, which will immobile the target, low float to repost, which Tenten chases repost to high float, and you could do high float to repost because I think Tenten chases twice as, yeah, she chased twice with repost to high float, so you could get something that has high float to repost, which the cat you can use, and bam, there's your team right here. People still use this team to this day. It's a really good team. It was super annoying for me in the beginning of the mid game. I was losing to this team all the time because Tenten did so much damage in the first round. You got paralyzed, you got poisoned, and then if you got unlucky, you get acupunctured by her standard attack, and it was just all over the place. If you want to use the water buff and you want to use the chaos, you can use the chaos one. You can also use this and use the clone, and then you have acupuncture here, and if you get a critical hit, you'll chaos them. And the summoning clone also has the acupuncture standard attack. You have shark bomb, which can put chaos. So this team is still a great team you can use in the beginning, which I do recommend. Let's talk about the characters you should go for in the late game, which Mei is one of the characters you should definitely get in the late game for water main. Chiriku is a good character just to go for, period, at any main you use. Roshi is a good character you can get as well if you want to use for water main. He's good for almost any team. Kishimaru is a good character you should go for in the late game, which I recommend going for. Utakata is a good character as well. He has a 20-hit combo chase. He's water, so you can buff him. You can use him with Mei. And also a character I recommend you getting, hold on, let me get back to here. It's Mangetsu. He's a great water character because you can buff him up, and hidden miss ninjas will all dodge if he has that on, if you have him on your team. So Mei will dodge. Let's look at some hidden miss real quick. These are all the hidden miss ninjas. So having water main, and you can, if you want, which I don't know, it's up to you, you can use the substitution so you have a dodge as well, but it doesn't work. It's only a 40% chance it will work. You can have Kushimaru, Mei, Zabuza. You can have this Haku. I don't think this Haku will have a berry, so you can add this Haku to the team if you want. You can add, if you can't get Mei, you can try to get this Haku, which also buffs water and it buffs wind characters. So buff up Kishimaru. So you can basically put Kishimaru, Mangetsu, and Edo Tensei Haku right there with the team you can get. If you pull in the Great Ninja War Treasure, you'll get this team right there. So all these people will dodge if you add them. If you have him, you use that, which he helps give extra standard attacks to Edo Tensei ninjas, which these two are Edo Tensei. So a lot of people underestimate Mangetsu, but Mangetsu is pretty darn strong because he makes everybody else strong because it gives them a dodge. It basically makes him into a Minato. So if you don't have Joni Minato and you have Mangetsu on the field, it makes him into a Minato because he kind of uses his mystery every round, which causes knockdown any mobile, and it interrupts two people. And with Mangetsu, for 2 rounds, you will dodge a standard attack or a mystery. So you basically turn him into Joni Minato with the mobile, which makes him a little bit better than Joni Minato. But after 2 rounds, he just comes back to his regular old Kushimaru. And all these other characters you can use. Same thing with Kisame. If you have Mangetsu, get lucky, free pull them, you can put them with Kisame. Or if you're able to unlock some of these characters, so let's go back to characters you should try to unlock. Killer Bee is a good character to unlock for any team because he works with, not this Killer Bee, but the other Killer Bee, not Samehada Killer Bee, regular Killer Bee, 7 swords is great to unlock for any team because if you have Jinchurikis on your team, it will help out. Alright, characters I recommend you go for in the late game, Kurama Naruto. Rinnegan Sasuke is one. If you can be able to get him, it's going to cost some money, but you can get him, or you can save up your coupons. Any Sakura goes well with water main because you can do the stall teams. Roshi works great as a stall team, so do Han the Jinchuriki. If you could get Han, he's also great in the stall team as well, because Roshi, when he gets standard attack, it applies fire and you can keep healing him. He's basically like the curse mark ninjas. When he gets attack, his attack and defense go up. So I recommend getting him. And there's a new Han, which we will look at when we get to him, that also has the exact same ability. So if you get him in a late game with a Roshi and have 2 healers, those team, you could do a great stall poison team with fire. Shark Kisame I recommend getting because he's water as well, which is, he's awesome. He puts up a barrier that interrupts everybody so they can't use their mystery in whatever round he activates his mystery in. So I recommend getting him. Tsunade, any of the Tsunades are good, which I do. There is a free Tsunade, which I recommend getting. She's a great healer as well. And if you break through here, you can get extra standard attacks with her mystery, or you can get a better heal, which I do recommend getting. That Tsunade, let me show you that Tsunade real quick. This Tsunade right here, I do recommend you use her. She is one of the best breakthrough characters that you can get if you can break through her, which I do recommend going for her frags. And she is awesome healer, and you can switch between her breakthroughs. You can select which this one is a healing one, and this one, and in the 3rd round it'll put you to full life, and then you'll get 3 standard attacks for the rest of the game. If you can get any of the Hokages, this Tobiramas, he's also good to get late game if you can get him. I recommend this one, Edo Tensei. If you're a spender and you started the game as a beginner and you're going to be spending, you're going to spend some money, this guy I recommend getting. Minato. This Minato, Edo Minato's good. Deidara is okay. He's pretty good. Grudgemo Kakuzu is great, and if you break through him, which costs more money, if you know you're going to be a spender, he's a good one. Mask Man, I mean not Mask, yeah, Mask Man is good too, but this is 5 Kage Summit. Madara, which I recommend getting. Angel Conan, I recommend getting. Edo Tensei, Itachi is really good. This Yaguro is pretty good if you would like to go for that Jinchuriki. This is the Han, the second Han. Both Hans will work in the stall team, but this Han also, when you attack him, you get ignited. He attacks 3 times, and he can't be chased in a mystery. So if you keep buffing him up, his attack and defense gets increased every time he gets attacked, and they suffer ignition, and then you keep healing them. So I recommend him with the other Roshi to be a great stall team. This Misukage is pretty good, and you put him with Mangetsu, he will dodge as well, and he's a pretty good one. He also starts a 10-hit combo pretty easily as well. Masked Man is good. Kushina is good. Madara is good if you can get him. 6 Paths Naruto, I do recommend. He good for any team. That is it. So these are the characters I recommend you go for in the late game if you would like to get them. So that's going to be it for the water main guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this helps you out in building a team for just when you're starting out the game. And some of the teams you can use mid game, and some late game teams and some characters you should try to go for and get. What character would you like me to do next? We got Earth main and we got Lightning main. Let me know which character you would like me to do. Before we go, make sure you click that link up at the top where you can see the last 2 videos of the guides, which Fire main and Wind main. And if you would like to subscribe to my reaction channel, the link will be up there as well, which I am reacting to My Hero Academia right now. Yeah. Before we go, let's try to get to 5,000 subscribers. That's our goal. If you guys enjoy, hit that like button. If you did not, hit that like button. Anyway, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I said Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a breeze.